Today we need to talk about Jung Kook's new TikTok account and what this is about and why people are freaking out. We also need to get into HYBE's actions over some alleged harassment and what happened. And then we need to get into stock dropping. So hey dumplings, it's Dave. Decide hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab a dumpling, taste filling mug merch, and let's go. There's been a lot of stuff going on within K-pop, and there's just a lot of drama going on. We will never know what happens behind the scenes, and oftentimes we think that worst is happening when sometimes it might not be that way. There is this rumor going around that the BLACKPINK girls have rejected an offer from YG. So BLACKPINK signed with YG in 2016, and it was believed that the contract was supposed to end this year in 2023 in August. K-pop contracts are usually about 7 years, so this makes sense and is very believable to us, the audience. Now, it was rumored that BLACKPINK decided to drop their contract and not renew with YG. It was believed a while ago that BLACKPINK would do this, as a lot of their colleagues and former members of YG have done this. For example, members of Big Bang had left YG to go to the Black label, and the label is run by Teddy, who often produces the hit song for BLACKPINK. So BLACKPINK leaving to go there also makes a lot of sense. However, this has never been more than speculation, as we are aware of now. YG has planned several things for BLACKPINK after August, which means there has to be some contract involved for them to stay after August, meaning the members will likely be asked to just renew their contract if they want to continue those activities. The only reason to ever really leave a label is if they're not letting you work or not opening opportunities for you. So the way label works is that you really just have one shot every promotion period to prove you are worth it, meaning they'll give you a budget and give you a decent promotion the moment you sign or the moment you debut. If you prove that you cannot sell records or concert tickets, your career essentially gets frozen until the contract is up, that they need to do any specific thing for you. So in that situation, obviously the artist would have a strong desire to go elsewhere or become independent. The second reason is if the payout or revenue share is just incredibly low, as in BLACKPINK girls get like 1% of every show or whatever they sell. Of course, that one is less obvious to the public, as we will never know what the revenue share is. But judging by how well off, wealthy, and good the girls seem to be, I highly doubt money is the problem here. The rumors and theories were so strong that YG's stock allegedly dipped a little bit, as people thought one of their biggest acts were going to leave. But nothing like this was ever confirmed, and as we know, the girls are still currently on tour, so they must not have had any plans of leaving. Now, there's a lot of people who are pushing this idea that BLACKPINK is leaving their label simply because they want BLACKPINK to leave their label. A little while ago, it was reported that Jennie was offered a role on Marvel. It was believed this offer was around 2020, or at least the filming was happening around then, and these movies take a long time to film, edit, and then release. Even if something is done, it sometimes takes a year to release due to the studios maybe wanting to build hype around the movie and have a successful opening week. I won't get too into the role she was offered, as that's not too relevant, but it was believed that YG rejected the offer. An insider came out and talked about YG rejecting the offer due to Jennie having obligations with the band and being unable to film a movie. Filming a movie takes a long time, memorizing the lines and the actual filming, and then movie studios will ask you to sign a contract that says that the actors must participate in the promotion of the movie. If we're looking at a promotion cycle as successful and big as Barbie was, Jennie would be away from BLACKPINK and all BLACKPINK activities for the good half of a year. A movie might pay anywhere from $5 to $10 million for someone like Jennie to be a part of the movie, which is a lot, but that's the amount that Jennie and BLACKPINK could make after doing a couple of BLACKPINK shows or even just one. And at the end of the day, money is more important than fame. Fame can be bought, ads, media placement, good social media manager, or really good publicist. However, money cannot be attained just because you're famous. Many people were saying this was a lost opportunity, but YG came out and denied an offer ever being made with Jennie in mind. And I actually believe that. When someone comes out and claims they're an insider and saying something really controversial, you can best believe this is just some fake account that is spreading rumors like it always tends to be. What's interesting about K-pop is the fact that a label can get into scandals and it can be something very public, whereas in America, it's a lot more difficult for labels to get into scandals, as we don't have a face for the label, and oftentimes the artist's success does not rely on the success of a label. Recently, the group and team had held a fan sign, and this was extremely controversial. Now let me explain why this is a big deal and how it affects all of K-pop. Basically, if you're not aware what happened, during the fan sign, security guards were asked to fully touch the fans' bodies and clothes when checking for things like laser pointers or weapons, any potential thing that could hurt the idols. There were rumors that things like underwear were checked, which is crazy. Naturally, this went viral and a lot of the fans had commented to say that they felt violated or whatever it was. A HYBE representative did come out and talk about this. They said that they were looking into everything and apologized for doing this. They also talked about how fans were never asked to take their clothes off or asked to look under their clothes, but just touch the fans' bodies on top of the clothes. And since a lot of the fans were girls, they used a female security guard and the guard only used the back of her hand. Now, as I said, HYBE did apologize, but why did they decide to go through such measures to begin with? Well, K-pop fans get extremely angry when HYBE or any label doesn't take care of their artists. And when things hit the fan, like a member gets injured or something terrible happens, fans are quick to blame the label for not taking proper measures. HYBE doing this was also a way to gauge the waters on what measures are going to be seen as appropriate or not. The alternative to being touched over your clothes would be to get a scan. There's a full body airport scan where it literally snaps a photo of your body naked, like full-on private parts and everything is seen. That's the scan where you have to walk into the big machine and put your hands up. Some airports, I don't know, may have updated equipment where it's a bit more modest, so the newer machines are just cartoon representations as opposed to you being fully naked. But this is something that HYBE can potentially look into, but probably near impossible to implement as they need to carry this big machine with them and find a way to set it up at every venue they hold fan signs and events. Metal detectors don't always work for things like laser pointers or even certain potential weapons, as some of them are made of plastic. Personally, I would prefer to have people pat down as opposed to hearing about how a member got injured. People get mad when HYBE allegedly doesn't do anything and then get mad when HYBE apparently does too much. How do you win in this case? And then labels also get blamed when an artist does something because the label didn't stop them in time from doing the thing. So that's also weird. BTS has definitely never done anything wrong, and they're such seniors at this point that they know what they can and cannot do. They know what is considered risque and are essentially running the risk and just not caring. You can definitely tell there's a lot less staff breathing down their neck as the members are becoming more active and getting more into American social media. For example, all the members signed up for Instagram. Now, Jung Kook did delete his, but we apparently have a new TikTok account that is his. Just reposted a video where the group in HYBE was doing the 7 dance challenge on TikTok. Obviously, Jung Kook was impressed and just wanted to share, and he shared it on Weverse. Very quickly, when fans clicked on the dance video, they noticed that it showed who shared the video. So if you're not aware or don't have a TikTok, there's a new update where if I were to share a video with you and hit the copy button while being logged into my account and send that link to you, TikTok will use cookies or whatever to let you know that this video was shared by me, and it'll show the account it was shared by. This is a weird update because if you receive a link from a friend, you're typically going to be aware of who sent it to you already. But anywho, Jungkook shared the video and every ARMY who clicked on it saw that it was shared by an account with the name Ian. Of course, then everyone correctly assumed Ian was a fake account created by Jungkook, and they were correct as Jungkook confirmed it himself in a Weverse post. But Jungkook said he's not going to be posting there, but just using it to watch videos and stuff. But he did keep his likes public so we can see every video he likes. But Ian was basically a name that Jungkook was going to go by, as in it was considered in the running as his stage name. It's also a character that was supposed to be in BT21 character's rival. Anyway, it's cute, but this is not really the tea here today. Jungkook initially in his bio allegedly had words in Korean to ask ARMYs not to tease him, because most people don't know the origin story of Ian and just think it's a weird name for him to choose. Funny enough, people on the internet continue to tease him, and many are even saying that this comment was referring to the fact that everyone thinks Jungkook is dating someone named Ian, which is hilarious. If you want to find the TikTok account, just write into your internet browser tiktok.com at letjungkook7, cook as in what chefs do. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you.